No, he couldn't. No. Do I have that wrong? I must have that wrong.
Yeah, I don't...
No. He was.
Wow, he was?
When he died?
Yeah. Oh, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well, there you go. As opposed to the Inkwell Hall of Fame.
Leave Neil Adams alone, why don't you? You know what? We should just end Scandal on the News. Right here in this awkward place.
On that great note.
You think so, huh?
I do.
Okay, coming up, Speaker Pelosi in Ukraine, in Kyiv. That happened yesterday. It's a hell of a story. We'll come back to that. This is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
If you already know what you want us to say, you're probably in the wrong place.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
This is boring.
I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A city in Ukraine is awaiting the first group of civilians evacuated from a steel plant in Mariupol. They've been trapped there for weeks.
It is basically a sort of labyrinth. It's many miles wide, and they've been stealthing in this tunnel system beneath it.
ABC's Pastor Threeville says about 2,000 Ukrainian troops and at least several hundred, maybe 1,000 civilians have been inside the steel mill. Only about 100 people, mostly elderly women and mothers with young children, were able to get out over the weekend. News is brought to you by American Vision Windows. A 17-year-old boy's been arrested on suspicion of shooting and killing a man at a Cinco de Mayo carnival in Anaheim. The shooting happened late last night as the fiesta was winding down. Police say a fight started in a group of underage kids, and the teen pulled out a gun and fired around. The man was not involved in the fight. LA City fire investigators are trying to figure out what started a fire that destroyed a big textile business in downtown LA. Crews were called to the scene early yesterday morning.
Mercury companies found heavy smoke coming from a two-story building, part of a row of commercial businesses.
Captain Brandon Silverman says flames caused a partial building collapse. It took 134 firefighters a little more than 2 hours to put out the fire. Orange County's been awarded more than $10 million from the state home key program, which turned hotels and motels into homeless housing.
County officials say the funding will be used to buy and convert a former Motel 6 in Costa Mesa into 88 units of permanent affordable housing. Units will be split between homeless people impacted by COVID-19 as well as veterans and seniors. The award last week is the third and final project in round 2 of the program for a combined 122 units. The county received more than $23 million in round 1 of the state-funded program for 2 properties that created 132 units. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
That idea to have an artificial wave pool in San Juan Capistrano is all washed up. 7 proposals were given in on what to do with more than 65 acres of undeveloped land in the northwest part of the city, but the wave pool did not make the cut. Well, Bill Murray says he's working through a conflict with a co-worker that led to a production stoppage on their new movie. He calls what happened a difference of opinion.
I did something I thought was funny, and it wasn't taken that way.
Murray told CNBC over the weekend he's optimistic things can be worked out.
I think it's a sad dog that can't learn anymore. I really think that's a really sad puppy. They can't learn anymore. I don't want to be that sad dog, and I have no intention of it.
Murray never named the co-worker, but actress Keke Palmer, who is in the cast of Being Mortal along with Murray, recently threw shade on her Instagram, writing, "Not every talented person is a professional." That 70s show is getting a spin-off. That 90s show is about the daughter of Eric and Donna visiting her grandparents in Point Place, Wisconsin. The Netflix series stars original 70ers Kurtwood Smith and Deborah Jo Rupp, and most 5 of their 6 co-stars will make an appearance. Actor Danny Masterson will not be returning for his role as Hyde because he's awaiting trial in L.A. for alleged sexual assault. We've got a crash on the 110. We'll talk about it in just a second, but first it's sports with Wayne.
The Dodgers beat the Detroit Tigers to take that series 2-1. Freddie Freeman once again did his part with 2 hits and this humble explanation of his strategy.
I'm just trying to hit the ball left center. Same approach as I do against everybody. Got some pitches out over and I was able to get him in.
Final score 6-3, and the boys in blue are off today. The Angels held on through a late-game White Sox rally to win 6-5. That series concludes today at 11:10 with Patrick Sandoval starting. And the LA Kings begin their NHL playoff odyssey
Game 1 against the Edmonton Oilers is set for tonight at 7 live on the iHeart app. I'm Wayne Resnick, KFI Sports. If your business has 5 or more employees and you manage to survive COVID, you are eligible to receive a payroll tax rebate of $26,000 per employee. And it's not a loan. This is a refund of your taxes. The challenge getting your hands on it, the red tape. So how does that happen? Well, go to getrefunds.com. They are specialists in this little-known payroll tax refund program. They do all the work, no charge up front. Matter of fact, they charge a percentage of the cash that they get for you. It's a contingency arrangement. And businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP money, nonprofits, even those that had increases in sales. And another program, they got my company, my business, a 6-figure refund. On this program, the average client gets $250,000. Go to getrefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions. They do the rest. Getrefunds.com.
Taking a look at your KFI financial report. Right now, the Dow is up 29, S&P is up 3, NASDAQ is up 48, and the average price of a gallon of unleaded gas in California is coming in at, give me a second, it's not, there we go, $5.74. And for the lowest gas prices in your area, you can check out our website at kfiam640.com, keyword gas. Your SoCal weather from KFI. It's a mostly sunny day today with highs from the low 60s at the beaches to the low 70s inland. Then we could see some low 80s by Wednesday. Right now it is 63 in Irvine, 60 in Malibu. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places. Jeff Baugh is taking a look at your drive. I believe it's on the 110.
You betcha. Thanks, Jen. Yeah, nothing sunny about the 110, that's for sure. Listen up now. Leaving South LA downtown to downtown Los Angeles, excuse me. But northbound 110 and Adams, close to Santa Monica Freeway, bag crash right in the middle of the freeway. So it's heading to an extremely difficult drive, especially if you're running late. Get off the freeway. Broadway, Maine, Figueroa, Vermont, any of those up towards the 10 or better. Even the express lanes are getting kind of slow, and at Adams anyway, which I'm sure you know. So just be careful. Leaving Buena Park, still a little bit slower than it should be. The problem at Carmenita, a little bit north of that work zone, has been in lanes and center divider for a long time. It's really slow from the 91. Once you get past that, though, things are pretty good up towards the East LA interchange. Still slow going through the East LA interchange because of a dirt spill right in the middle of the interchange. West 60, North 5 to the West Santa Monica Freeway. That's what it's all about. And in the San Fernando Valley now, around Encino, northbound 405, around Ventura Boulevard. It's been a crash right in the middle of the freeway. Kind of slow going downhill. Be careful. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Jeff Baugh.
Hand me that nail gun. Here you go. And here's the prize. Lunch. Who's hungry? You know, maybe instead of loading up a nail gun with French fries to feed the crew, we should just order lunch through Easy Cater. Food from all our favorite restaurants. My bad. On time and as ordered. Delicious. Yeah. Load up the hot dogs while I think about it.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
The federal government has earmarked over $135 billion in COVID tax refunds for small and medium-sized businesses. But sadly, less than 5% of this money will be claimed by business owners. RefundsPro.com can help businesses get through the red tape of qualifying for the employee tax credit. Most businesses qualify for this very little-known program, and your business can qualify. Most refunds are over $100,000. Visit RefundsPro.com to see if you qualify instantly. RefundsPro.com.
This is Jacob Emrani. If you've been in an accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
KFI.
More stimulating talk.
An iHeart radio station.
AM 640, Bill Handel here. It's a Monday, May 2nd. Some of the bigger stories that are trending, and we are covering the top 5 candidates for LA mayor faced off last night in a televised debate. And everybody does a great job dealing with the city problems. Just ask them. And everybody does a horrible job dealing with the city problems. Just ask them. Well, ask each individual how the others are doing. It's going to be a fun race, to say the least. Saturday night, Nancy Pelosi and a group of congresspeople, including Adam Schiff, who is head of the House Intelligence Committee, and the congressman representing Burbank, went to Kyiv for 3 hours and met with President Zelensky and other top officials in the Ukrainian government to reaffirm that we in the United States are 100% on the side of Ukraine and will continue to send arms and humanitarian aid. And she was saying this from Poland, right next door, because the announcement that she was coming was never made for security reasons. It's interesting to note that when Zelensky mentioned that Anthony Blinken, our Secretary of State, and the Secretary of Defense were coming to Kyiv to meet with Zelensky, that was announced the day before by Zelensky. Everybody was kind of stunned about that one. So now, based on what should have happened protocol, the announcement came after Pelosi and group left. And I'll tell you why that's important. And I don't understand Russia sometimes. I really don't. UN Secretary General meets with Zelensky. That's announced beforehand. The Russians bombard Kyiv at the same time. And this is the head of the UN, the peacekeeping part of the Organization of the World. And everybody is stunned. And that garnered international condemnation. And the Russians just don't care. Every target is a military target in the world of Russia, in their perception. So as the video goes around the world of entire areas, residential areas, Mercury, suburbs of Kyiv, other cities, the Russians keep on saying that every one of those apartment buildings, block after block after block, is a military target. And they just say yes. And I don't even know when you start talking to that position, what do you say? We didn't do it. It didn't happen. Here is a video. But that's not true. That's not us. Here are the dead bodies in the mass graves. We didn't do it. We weren't even in there. Here are the photos of your troops there. Nope. Not us. It's a different reality, and that is their position. Russian officials said yesterday that the military struck 800 targets with artillery fire overnight, early in the day. We found them out in Mercury, where you still have 100 civilians down there, or maybe 1,000, and then 100 down at yesterday. This was arranged by the UN. And then the American documents in the basement of this camp, and some of the side place to put a relatively safe. You would think that the UN would simply send in UN transportation vehicles and start taking people out in UN labeled buses, if you will. Now, what is Russia going to do? Bomb that evacuation? Are they going to target UN personnel and UN vehicles taking out civilians? And I'm willing to guess that the UN didn't do that, didn't actually send in personnel, didn't send in troops, because they are peacekeeping. They have peacekeeping troops, although they're not on the ground on this one, and take civilians out because, let's say, they get bombed. Let's say they are attacked. What is Russia going to say? Well, we didn't do it. The Ukrainians did it. And so you get pieces of shells, for example, munitions that didn't explode, and there is proof positive that they're Russian-made. That's not us. Those are fake. Those have been produced by Ukraine to make it look like us. It's a false flag. So you don't know where to go on this other than exactly what the Western world is doing, and that is sending almost unlimited supplies of military gear to Ukraine. And now it's switched from mainly defensive to offensive lethal weaponry. Zelensky has stopped talking about airplanes and a no-fly zone. That's off the table. But he is grateful that people are sending, the countries are sending. He also is not saying much about you're not sending enough. Why? Because it's almost unlimited. The amount of gear that's being sent from the entire Western Alliance is absolutely extraordinary. And Putin said, we are considering anybody that supplies Ukraine with weaponry as being part of those against us. And we will come back and deal with it. What, the entire Western world? What's he going to do? Attack 30 nations? No. So that's what happened on Saturday evening, and yesterday Pelosi mentioned what was going on. Moving over to the pandemic, 3 metrics that are now being studied that could tell us what's next. And the old metrics, not very valuable anymore, not valid, and I'll explain why when we come back. In the meantime, let's check with Jennifer Jones-Lee, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom.
House Speaker Pelosi says she is thankful to Poland for opening up their hearts and homes to the nearly 3 million Ukrainian refugees who fled Russia's invasion. Amazon's reducing paid time off for workers with COVID-19. Starting today, the company offers workers up to 5 days of unpaid excused leave instead of the 7 it had been offering. And The Bad Guys is all good at the box office. The DreamWorks animated feature based on a series of children's books is again North America's top movie, earning just over $16 million in its second week. We'll get a look at your drive with VKFI in the sky in the 105 in just a moment. SoCal weather from KFI. Looks like it's going to be a mostly sunny day ahead with highs from the low 60s at the beaches to the low 70s inland. This report is brought to you by the Auto Club of Southern California. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places like the 105.
Gotcha. Thanks, Dan. As a matter of fact, most of the drives to LAX. Westbound 105, quite slow now, 710 through the 110, but that's kind of the morning situation. So far, all lanes open. Hopefully, we'll keep it that way. North 405 from Long Beach up slow at the 110. That's okay. South 405, it's difficult. Really, Jackson's coming away up to about Valley View, and then once you get over the hill, you'll be okay to LAX. The westbound 91, just want to hit that real quick. Riverside flowing, Yorba Linda, that tough drive every morning. Slowly approaching the 15, stays that way over to the 241. After that, I think you're going to be okay. More on the 110 coming up. That's a problem freeway. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Seth Ball.
Imagine if the first way you ever learned how to do something just became the way you did it forever. Boring, right? Well, that's what happened with home selling, and it needed a change, and OpenDoor.com came in with this change. It is a whole new fancy way to sell your home. All you have to do is go to OpenDoor.com, enter your address. Then they're going to ask you a few questions about your house, really basic. How many bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, that kind of thing. Then OpenDoor is going to take your information and compare it to recent sales in your neighborhood. They call them comps. They'll come up with a very competitive offer for your home. And how do I know this? I went through the process. It was just minutes before I had a real offer for my house, and it was way more than I was expecting. So sell your home the new-fashioned way, the way without the hassles and the hurdles of showings and listings. And this way you don't have to do all those repairs yourself or all the prep work. You just go to OpenDoor.com and they can take care of the rest. OpenDoor.com/KFI is where you can get your free offer. What are you waiting for? OpenDoor.com/KFI. Offer eligibility varies. OpenDoor is represented by Open Door Brokerage Inc., license number 020611330 in California, and Open Door Brokerage LLC in its other markets. Get your free offer today at OpenDoor.com/KFI.
Want auto insurance with great savings and peace of mind? The choice is clear. Auto insurance through the Auto Club. Get your free AAA full picture quote today at AAA.com/insurance. You could save an average of $483 a year.
This report is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage. When you buy a home with Rocket Mortgage, you'll have a team of experts to help you every step of the way. Forget unwanted surprises and unanswered questions. That's not how they work. You'll feel informed and confident at every turn when you're ready to buy or refinance. Rocket Cash.
Truck drivers,
Are you ready to change lanes to a route closer to home? JB Hunt has just what you're looking for. We have local driving jobs open nationwide in our dedicated intermodal and final mile division. The advantages of driving with JB Hunt go far beyond the road with on-site management and support teams, competitive benefits, job stability, and more. Ready to get home every day? Learn more at drivejbhunt.com. That's drivejbhunt.com.
At Keck Medicine of USC, we see the limitless potential in you. But what does limitless really mean? Limitless is sunrise brainstorms and midnight oil, elbow grease and extra miles. It's hours at work for breakthroughs we'll never forget. And hours of made-up stories for grandchildren who will remember forever. Here at Keck Medicine of USC, we see your limitless potential because we're limitless too. Keck Medicine of USC. Limitless.
Hey all, it's Dean Sharp. Are you looking to sell your home in 2022? Well, congratulations, that's a big deal. For most of us, it's the biggest deal of all. So let's make sure you get everything out of it that you can. Before you get ready to list, make sure you call the good folks.
Finish your food?
Yes, and
what
then
did you eat?
Eat my chicken patties.
Chicken patty and also potato sauces?
No.
No. Not chicken patty?
Yes.
Take command of the road in the 2011 Acura MDX. The 2011 MDX features an all-aluminum V6 engine that is both powerful and fuel efficient.
Acura perfected each and every component on the exterior surface. An attractive stance is achieved thanks to alloy wheels glistening within the fenders. The 7-passenger MDX has doors that open wide for easy entry and exit. The power tailgate opens with the touch of a button. You can rely on ultra-bright xenon headlights to keep the roadway illuminated.
Premium leather seats provide maximum comfort, wrapping drivers and passengers in a shroud of luxury. Acura prioritized comfort and style by including a blind spot monitoring system, XM radio, optional rear entertainment system, and seat memory. With split folding second and third row seats, the MDX offers a wide variety of passenger and cargo combinations. The available Acura navigation system features a new display and voice recognition system with continuously updated traffic and weather information.
Acura also prioritized safety and security by including brake assist, a panic alarm, and four-wheel disc brakes with ABS. The super handling all-wheel drive technology enhances cornering and maneuverability. The rear view camera activates when you engage reverse gear to assist when parking.
The 2011 Acura MDX. Both practical and stylish.
Today I'm going to the library.
What?
Going to the library.
Yeah, you go to the library.
Really? Yeah. I need to finish some of the silk milk. Mommy drink silk milk. I'm drinking my own milk.